all right. It is November 12th already. We are more than halfway through the NFL season, and we are heading into basketball season right now, and college football is going to be winding down to those to the college playoffs. I got Z-Man. Z-Man, how you doing, buddy?
Joe Cap, what's going on, buddy? We're in this. We're taping on a Wednesday night. We're almost 2 weeks to Thanksgiving.
That's
man.
right. It's going to be Thanksgiving before you know it. Absolutely.
Yeah, in upstate New York, we're getting snow. How about the old homestead? They got 8.5 inches.
Wow.
In Oswego.
Nice. That's peanuts, though, for Oswego.
Yeah, I know. That's just like, you know what? It's like a summer rain.
Yeah, exactly. Believe it or not, Wednesday no, today's Wednesday. Right? Today's Wednesday. Monday, it was crappy, windy, cold, because it was that cold snap that came down. Yep. By about 4 or 5 o'clock, it started to snow in Charlotte. I couldn't believe it. Yep.
Does it snow down there?
Yeah, flurries. I mean, we get flurries. You know what I mean? Nothing sticks.
What's like the most snow you ever got when you were down there?
I think the most we got might have been maybe 1.5 to 2 inches.
Which probably shut the place down.
Oh, it shut the place. The whole city shuts down. School shut down for days. I think Jake was in school. By the way, Jake's got a game tonight, so he will not be here for this evening. But
miss you, Jake.
Jay will, yeah, we miss Jake. We got a lot of basketball to catch up with him, but we got time with that. But, yeah, Jay was in full gear. Actually, I think they're still playing out of conference, but they are. And then I think they got a tournament coming up. They're starting to – I was looking at the schedule. They got a lot of games coming up, so they'll be busy.
Nice.
But anyway.
Yeah, we'll have some good hoop for us.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So let's see. Now, let's get started here with a little bit of baseball to just kind of – we got the free agency starting, I think, tomorrow, right, Z-Man? I think that's when it opens up.
Yeah, I think like the next week is on the 18th, I believe. It's when you have to give your tenders out. Like if they give you a 1-year qualifying offer,
right,
it has to be accepted by the 18th.
Okay.
And it's crazy because, like for the Yankees, Grisham took his, but it doesn't mean that.
Did he take it?
Take it.
No, right. He's still up in the air. Right, exactly.
Right. And there's, I'll tell you what, man, there's this, whereas this free agency doesn't have the Juan Sotos of the world.
Right.
It's got a good base where if you're a team that could spend some money.
Yeah, that's where I was just going to go.
You could get good. And I mean, you can get competitive in a hurry.
Yeah, well,
it's a long season, but
you said the Magical's phrase, spend some money. Okay.
Right.
Because I'm reading about how the Yankees are looking to cut payroll. Hal Steinbrenner, Cashman. I see these articles looking to cut payroll. What the?
But a lot of people, though, Joe, they don't talk
that?
about this. Well, here's the thing: it's a two-edged sword. Like the Yankees are a corporation.
Oh, of course.
I believe there's like a bottom line. There's like profit margin and stuff. But here's the thing, though. I don't hear that. Well, I get it.
Bottom line should be win a World fucking Series. That's what the bottom line should be.
Well, so is it everybody else.
Well, look at the Dodgers. 3 of the last 4 World Series. The Dodgers, hello, right?
Yeah, the Dodgers are one better than the Yankees.
Well, okay, fine. And money doesn't solve everything. I get that too. But man, oh man, I don't want to hear Yankees and cut payroll in the same sentence. I just don't.
But I understand what you're saying. But you know, Joe, they kind of did it to themselves by having the last 5 years or so, and they've made bad financial decisions.
No, I know. And
now they're hamstrung, and like Bellinger and Grisham are both free agents.
Yeah, well.
And you're still stuck with Stanton.
Yeah, you're stuck. Stanton is the one.
At Stanton, but you know what? Because he always gives you his best effort.
No, I know.
This guy, the one thing you could say about him is he'll always give the best effort he can give.
Yeah,
but the problem is his salary.
Yep, and staying on the field.
And his declining skills.
Yeah, and he could only DH at this point. I mean, they had him in the outfield, which is pretty good. But
he could play the outfield, but on a very limited basis.
Very limited.
And it depends on the stadiums that he would go to. Like in New York, in Yankee Stadium, he could play right field.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and I mean, he can play left field in Fenway. He can play left field or right field in Baltimore.
Right.
I mean, there's places he can play.
Right.
But
And then AstroTurf, you got to be careful,
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's limited. But, it goes back, again, going back to what you said about the bottom line. I agree with you. Like, how can you say the Yankees are cutting that? Because we have evolved. It's no longer your dad's Yankees.
Right. I know. But the thing is, I want to hear, hey, we're going to do what we can to win a World Series. That's all I want to hear. I know they got to.
They always will. I think, Joe, what's going to happen?
I don't know. It's all about, to me, it's about making money. And it's the Yankees are, the idea is not to make the most money. You're the Yankees. The idea is to win World Series. Okay,
I understand that, money. But the people that run it, they're about making money.
I know, but of course, but they make so much money. The Yankees shouldn't worry about the bottom line. They should worry about the championships. Bring the value of the franchise up, and it brings more fannies in the seats, as Mad Dog used to say, and just getting the value and the money and the dollars to come across. Winning does that. So
yeah, I agree. But you know what else too? What? I think this time around they're going to try to use their surplus. And they're going to try to make trades, let alone signing guys.
Well, that brings
really
me
going to try to move salary.
Yeah, that brings me to another point: is that they fired their head scout, who was there for about 15. He was with the Yankees organization for like 25 years. The guy, but he's been swinging and missing a lot of these young kids.
Well, you know what, though? Not only is he swinging and missing, the organization is swinging and missing.
Yeah, listen.
Because you're going back to that analytics versus the eye test.
Yeah, they don't have a Gene Michael. Gene Michael, the stick, built the Yankees from ground up when they were horrific. Well, from the 70s when he was on a team.
And who did he learn from?
Yeah. I mean,
who did he learn from?
Who was it? Was it Gabe Paul?
Gabe Paul.
Yeah, Gabe Paul.
Yep.
I mean, those are but that's the thing, talent, evaluating talent and getting the right kids and knowing this kid's going to be good. This kid's going to be, and that's hard. I agree. It's like we were just talking about getting quarterbacks, drafting a quarterback. That's got to be the hardest thing in the world to do. It's next to impossible. I mean, it's almost pure luck. All right, everybody could tell you this and that. We were talking about that last week, but it's almost pure luck. But anyway.
Well, you know what else this week was? It was the GM meetings in Las Vegas.
Right, exactly. That Cashman couldn't make.
Right. This is where they set up the winter meetings, which are going to be in Orlando in the second week of December. And that's when things happen.
Yeah, we got a little time for that. So, all right, let's switch gears to the NFL. And a couple things happened. Brian Dable's gone from the Giants. Kind of a little bit of a surprise because he did it in the middle of the season. You know what I mean?
No, wasn't a surprise. He got overmatched.
You think so?
You could tell in his last press conference after the game in Chicago when he basically made some real bad decisions. And he knew he made bad decisions.
Yeah, I mean, he had no leg to stand on, no question. But I just didn't think the Giants would unload him in the middle of the season.
Public pressure was killing him. When there's planes flying around Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
And like you watch that game on Sunday.
God, it was
the fourth
brutal.
Game on the road, they blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. He's up. What is it? 17-7.
Yep.
Or whatever. Or
20. Well, it was 20-10.
Yeah, it was 20-10, and then he's inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
On fourth down, kicks a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was just a brutal game.
He got overmatched. I think the pressure got to him. I really do.
And then Russell Wilson is just horrific. They just give, I don't know.
Well, you saw today, though, that Jameis Winston is starting on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, if you're a Giant fan, look you got nowhere to go but up. You know this guy can throw the football down the field. Now, whether he throws it to your team or the other team.
Exactly. He catches a little lightning in a bottle. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And he's big. He's big and he's strong.
And let's talk about the other quarterback from the other team that plays in the same stadium. I mean, Fields looked as bad as a quarterback as you can look as a starting NFL quarterback.
Rich
Holy
Pacelli
shit.
throws the ball farther than him.
I mean, I got that.
Love you, Rich.
One of our listeners in New York.
Love you, Rich.
One of our listeners in New York, Greg Shy Shaluk, who was texting me, blowing up my text, saying, "Why don't they put in Cook? Why don't they put in Cook? Why do they have this freaking guy in a Cook?" And he's right. I mean,
well, you know what?
Fields
Cook was
sucks.
an all-SEC quarterback at Missouri.
He was sending me texts about his stats, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. They wind up. They got nothing to lose. Yeah, they got nothing to lose, and he's saying that they're idiots, and he's right. You draft a kid.
Well,
remember we were talking about that, and they don't even play him.
He's going to get tomorrow night at New England. If even though they won last week,
right,
which I give him a lot of credit, even though they won last week. If he puts together an effort like he put together on Sunday, he might not see the field the rest of the year.
And he's gone anyway. They're not going to resign. I think they
let
him go. They have to pay him, but I think they save $10 million if they let him go in March or some shit like that. So
I mean, they're still gone. It's a big salary that they're paying him next year.
And who made that decision to get him in the first place? That's the other question.
Well, the owner obviously was on board.
See, Woody Johnson, stay the fuck out of the football. Don't be Jerry. Jerry Jones is the Cowboys' worst fucking enemy, just like Woody Johnson is the Jets' worst enemy. Now, I'm not saying that Woody Johnson is as bad as Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones, for crying out loud, stay out of it. Get football people, to run the football team, not business people.
See, now
he's a billionaire.
That's a good point, and so we'll build on that. So if you're the Giants, why are you keeping the GM?
Well, they just today they were saying they look like he's going to be gone too. It's almost like that they were kind of John Mara has health issues. Well, God bless. Hopefully he gets better and everything is fine. But I think they just wanted to not tear the whole thing apart right now. That's why I was kind of shocked that Dable got fired right now, but they say they're going to keep him on.
I'm not shocked he got fired.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing here's the other elephant in the room. If he had stayed, he would have got Jackson Dart killed.
Well, who's calling the plays? That's the other question. Was Dable calling the plays?
I guess Kafka
or
was.
Kafka. Yeah, I mean, so listen. Here's the thing, and I've been saying it. I texted to the guys over the weekend. Quarterbacks, slide, throw the ball out of bounds, or run out of bounds. Do not put your head down. You are going to get killed.
Kafka, Dayball, who's responsible for teaching him this? And see, that's a reason why I would have fired Dayball.
Well, was the final straw, obviously.
Right.
They lost the game.
That's the fourth time he's been in concussion protocol.
Of course. And if they won the game and everything was fine, of course, Dable would still have a job right now. No question about it. But that didn't happen. He got his concussion, like you said, fourth concussion or whatever. It's like, holy shit, we don't want to get this kid. This kid could be our franchise quarterback. And look at this crap. Boom, you're out of here. And that's how. I mean, I guess that's how it happened. But I don't know. I just who are they going to get now? Now that's it. They're talking about
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard. Everybody's like, well, first of all, like, what about Bill Belichick?
Yeah, I know they're running around.
I think Bill Belichick is done at the NFL level.
Yeah,
I think he's going to stay in college until he doesn't want to, and then he's going away.
Yeah,
so let's get him out of the way right then and there.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay down in North Carolina for a couple of years, and then hand the torch off to his son.
One of the first guys they're talking about is Lane Kiffin.
That's one guy I heard too. Yep.
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, and then listen to this.
Choice.
What about the coach, the Notre Dame coach, Freeman? What's his name? Freeman.
Yeah. Yep. Freeman.
Here's
a couple of guys that caught me off guard, and I was like, I took notice of it. Jesse Minter.
Okay.
He's a defensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Okay.
And our old friend Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, Antonio Pierce is interesting too. They were talking about that. But
because he knows the Giant way.
He didn't do such a bad job with the Raiders.
Right.
And he was the interim head coach.
But here's the thing. If you take one of those guys, then you got to bring in a crackpot offensive coordinator. You got to bring somebody in that could really knows the game.
Well, here's another name that you forgot to mention: the Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator.
Yep, Steve Spagnuolo.
Spagnuolo I think, would be the perfect fit. He's a giant. Came out of giant trees, Parcells tree. He has experience as a head coach as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think he's the number one candidate personally.
But what are you going to do about Jackson Dart's
No. You got to get a good defensive and a good offensive coordinator. That's part of it. And so you bring one of these guys from Kansas City, one of these boys who's
Matt Nagy.
Well, not maybe. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? Why not?
Possible.
It's possible. And then you got Spagnuolo as a defensive guy. Let him get a good defensive guy, or let him groom or whatever. There you go.
That's
said it,
like
Z-Man.
what the Patriots did with Mike Vrabel, and then they brought Josh McDaniels back.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, that was like the perfect situation. And it drives me nuts that the Patriots were in the same boat a couple years ago as the Jets. Actually, worse off than the Jets because they had Mac Jones. Mac Jones wasn't doing well. The Jets were like, oh, yeah, hey, we got Aaron Rodgers coming, blah, 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 blah. And now Patriots are 8-2. 8-2. And they are top of the AFC. And right now, you can make an argument, they're a better team than the Bills. End of story.
Right now, you can.
Yes, you can.
You realize
they are.
There's 9 teams in the AFC over 500 right now. 9 of the 16.
Wow.
That tells you how good football is. And in the NFC, 8 teams. It's 8-8.
Well, yeah, it's parity, let's say, but it's all. And who are the teams that are doing well? The quarterbacks are doing well. I mean, you have. Some of the defenses are okay, and obviously, teams like Seattle. I mean, Darnold, Jesus.
How about that game coming up this week?
Yeah,
against the Rams.
Rams look good too
this weekend.
Oh yeah, there's some serious games.
Chicago, Minnesota.
Yep. Let me tell you, this last Monday night game with your Pack and the Eagles. What a snore fest!
That was a playoff game, Joe.
But it is. But it was a snore fest. But hey,
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think it was a snore fest. I just think it was a playoff intensity game.
Yeah,
and it exposed issues.
Yeah,
both teams.
Yeah.
And for the Packers, I'm going to tell you right now, if they don't make it, or they don't go deep into the playoffs, then Matt LaFleur might be looking for a job, and he'd be a good guy to bring in for the Giants.
Oh, yeah,
because he could tutor Jackson Dart.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the Packers look like they could beat anybody, and then sometimes they look like they're so beatable.
They have issues.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Their quarterback is regressing. I don't think the message is getting. I don't think the message is getting received right now.
Yeah.
Their wide receivers can't get open. Their D-backs can't guard chairs.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they lost 2 offensive linemen, 1 for the year.
Yeah.
On Monday night. They've got issues.
And the
Football
Eagles
start now.
Now the Eagles, they don't look great, but they just win. And I mean,
they got it. Yep.
I think they're kind of like, snoozing in the corner, and then when push comes to shove, they're going to come out with their fangs. But I mean, the Eagles, I think they're like Kansas City too. Kansas City's starting to come around though.
How about that Kansas City? And how about this weekend, the 4:00 window has the Seahawks and the Rams.
Yeah, that's
and
a
the
great
Broncos
game.
And the Chiefs.
Yeah. I think the
How's
Chiefs
that
going to spank the Broncos. I think the Broncos are kind of.
You know what? I think the Chiefs are coming back to the pack.
Yeah, Broncos are smoke and mirrors. But, I mean, listen, it's good coaching. It's good coaching. I mean, that's what's keeping the Broncos going. Bo Nix played horrible. They still won. They've won games. They pulled them out of their ass against the Jets and against the Giants.
But it's good coaching with Sean Payton.
Exactly. It's good coaching. I mean, Payton is another one. He is an experienced guy. He knows how. And I think that the Broncos are only going to get better at – I don't think they're going to make a lot of noise this year, but I think they're going to be down the road. They're going to be a team to worry about in the AFC. But to tell you the truth, until Mr. Mahomes walks away, the Chiefs are always going to be there at the end. So
what happened to your Panthers?
You know what? Rich went to the game, and I was texting him, and he said it was very sickening, and they just played horrible. They shit the bed, and the thing is, it's like they play really, really well, like 2 or 3 games in a row, and you're like, okay, man, they got it going, and then all of a sudden, the Saints come into town. Oh yeah, the Saints, yeah, we'll beat them, and the Saints look great,
I'll tell you what, that rookie quarterback played okay.
Yeah, what's his name?
Tyler Shuck.
Shuck and Corn. Yeah.
From like Louisville.
I love these guys.
There's a lot of good young quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, let's see if the Jets pull Cook out of mothballs and get him on the field this weekend.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. What else we got going on with the NFL? Well, let's switch it over to college real quick. You're starting to see the cream rise to the top again, the top 4, A&M, Alabama, Ohio State and Indiana.
Wow, what a great game, Indiana.
Oh, what a catch.
I thought that catch. Yeah, what a catch.
That might be one of the greatest catch of the year.
Yep.
And not only just the catch, but under the circumstances, he actually had the wherewithal to
get his foot
bring.
down.
Holy shit. I couldn't believe that he actually.
If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Go check it out. Go to YouTube. That catch from every angle, and I give that referee, he was right on it. His eyes were right on it, man. He was right there, made the call, touchdown, and I'm going, holy shit. He had his feet in, and every angle, yep, and that freaking ref called it right. So you got to give a ref a shout-out every once in a while. They don't fuck up every call.
We got some big SEC games this week, Georgia and Texas, probably the game of the weekend. We got Oklahoma, Alabama. We got Notre Dame, Penn, and Pittsburgh. We got there's just a lot of good college football every week. Good college football.
And
parity,
and
the NIL,
exactly the NIL parity, and plus the conferencing where other teams are playing other teams where they never play before. Which is awesome.
Yeah, they're forcing them to play good games.
It's like, it's great. So you have these great games. And if you lose 1 or 2 games, it's not all lost as far as getting to the playoffs. So teams are scheduling these games like that. So you're not seeing, you're not seeing Alabama play a Kentucky A&T and have a 50-point favorite and beating them 70-0. To me, that's just a waste. It's so I love it. I love that there's good games, and with college football, believe it or not, it's good for the fans. The NIL money makes it good for the fans, and with college basketball, you're seeing the same type of thing. St. John's playing in Alabama, beginning of the season. That would never happen back in the day. But now they're playing, and that was a great game. Oh, man, St. John just kind of, fizzled at the end, but they played well.
I just think, they'll learn from it.
Yeah, exactly. And Alabama, they're a good team. That coach is another good coach.
Yeah.
There's some good teams. Even last night, Wake Forest, Michigan was a great game. I watched that game. That went into overtime. And, so now you're starting to see those kind of games. Like Wake Forest playing Michigan. When would they play it? They wouldn't play each other in the beginning of the season. Once in a while you do that kind of ACC, SEC games. Like, they'll do that with football too. But that's it. But now you're starting to see all these different, conferences mixing it up and all these schools playing each other. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But
Hey, let's get these picks in.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's around to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yapping away here.
4-4 last week. We're at 26, 27, and 2 on the year. I think people are going to start looking for me if I don't get hot. So light the fire, Joe, because here we go.
You got it. Let's go.
All right, college football. We got 4 plays for you. We're taking USC 6.5 against Iowa. We're going to take Southern Mississippi 5.5 against Texas State. We're going to take Fresno State -3 at home against Wyoming. And we're taking San Diego State -2.5 against Boise State. And if somebody's looking to go big game hunting, lay the number with Notre Dame. We're not going to use it as a pick, but I think they're going to bury Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's going to get caught looking ahead to the final ACC games.
There you go.
So in college, once again, it's USC, Southern Miss, Fresno State, and San Diego State. And the NFL, 4 games, all favorites. We're taking the Packers -7 over the Giants. We're taking the Falcons -3 against the Panthers. We're taking the Rams -3 against the Seahawks. And then we're going to go to Monday night. We're going to take the Cowboys -3 against the Raiders. So in wrap-up, Packers -7, Falcons -3, Rams -3, and the Cowboys -3. And your bonus selection, Joe Cap.
Yes, sir. We got a bonus.
You got that seatbelt wrapped on?
Yes.
We're going to lay the 3 points in the 116th Grey Cup. We're going to take Saskatchewan -3.
Saskatchewan.
Montreal. Saskatchewan.
Yes.
I think Saskatchewan's just north of Miami.
Yes.
Or wherever it is. Well, we're taking them. It's going to be a cold and blustery day.
Oh, I love it.
In Canada, it's the Grey Cup 116th edition. Saturday or Sunday night at 6 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network.
I'm all over it.
I could be one of the few Americans watching. I will be watching.
I will. I've watched the Grey Cup plenty of times, and it's usually a pretty good game. I mean, sometimes
This game is between the two best teams in the CFL this year.
Yeah, it should be
Saskatchewan had the best record. Montreal won the East. Montreal's got a really brashy quarterback. His name is Davis Alexander. He played at Portland State and set all sorts of passing records for like Division I AA.
Nice.
But he got hurt in the Eastern Championship game last week. So his status, he says he's going to play, but he had a hamstring. And hamstrings are tough, especially in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
It just takes one movement, and you're kind of screwed. So we're going with Saskatchewan.
Yes. And then, so Sunday, actually, the Sunday night game's a pretty good game, too. So you can watch that one.
And the Eagles.
Lions and Eagles, so you can watch the Grey Cup and then tune into the Sunday night game.
I'll be watching the Grey Cup looking for Molson Red.
That's it.
Anybody that's got Molson Red, please send it to the Off the Chest Studios.
Yes. There's the crowd. They're loving the picks. They're loving the Grey Cup. They're loving everything about this weekend sports. And we even got basketball. We got the NBA. We got the Knicks starting to play well. I wanted to touch on that real quick. Yeah, scoring 130-plus points 3 games in a row.
I like I like their idea of getting up and down the floor. I do.
Yeah, it's starting to work.
I think that's today's basketball.
Yeah, they're playing Orlando tonight. We'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully, they'll be able to get it together.
And the Rangers finally found how to shoot the puck.
Yes, and score goals. They actually won a home game. 0-7 to start the season, first time in Ranger history since 1923. I think the Rangers.
And tonight, Joe, they're playing tonight.
Yeah, the 3-1 they're winning right now.
Tampa Bay. At the end of the first period, it's 4-3.
Oh, it's what?
So that's 7 goals.
What? It was 3-1 when we started the show.
Now it's 4-3.
Shit. 4-3 Rangers?
No, it's 4-3 Lightning.
Oh God!
You know what
Aerosmith
said? When the lightning strikes, fucking lightning. Throw a shameless plug in there for Joe Perry and Steven Tyler.
They kill the Rangers, man. Hey, you know what I was thinking today? If the Hurricanes were very close to getting JT Miller right before the Rangers did, they were close.
Yeah.
If they had JT Miller and Trocheck and kept Trocheck and got JT Miller, they'd be the best team in the Eastern Conference. They would be the best team in the Eastern Conference right now if they would have done that.
Let's leave it on this. I got a question for you. Did minimum wage ever warm up Aerosmith on your tours?
No, we didn't warm up, but we warmed up Southside Johnny. I was hanging out with Southside Johnny.
What?
Yeah, at the dance marathon. We did the dance marathon, and so there was like 4 or 5 bands, and we warmed up for Southside Johnny. Like there was like a couple bands, like a couple local bands.
Are there minimum wage archives?
You know what? Back then we didn't have any no phones, no recording stuff. We don't have nothing. We don't have shit.
We could have turned on our listeners to the best 80s rock and roll.
Yeah, only thing we do is have still pictures that Scott Lair, our buddy who lives down in Carolina, by the way, lives in Cary. He was our guitar player back in the day. that we re-hooked up with again. Another one, out of the past that he brought down. He brought down a bunch of pictures from us from when we played in the band. It was awesome. Yeah, when Rich
we
and him
get
were
our
hanging out.
executive producer Maurice Lapine to post some.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's got some. He's got
first
some.
We got to get him to get our graphics right.
Yes, get the picks right for one. All right, Z-Man. So we got the picks in. We got NFL. We're ready. Listen. Everything is cooking right now. We got Thanksgiving right around the corner. So I think we'll probably do one more show, and then we'll take a Thanksgiving break, and then we'll see everybody right after Thanksgiving. But want to tell everybody thanks for listening, and any info, send it to off the chest
84 at yahoo.com.
That's right, off the chest, baby. People. Yeah, send us more. If you want to get on the show or you want us to talk about something, let us know.
Listen, Joe Cap, let's get some of your Hastings guys.
Yeah, I will. They're all texters and no yappers. I got to get guys who want to yap.
Yeah, that's like our guys. All texters, no yappers.
No yappers. Nobody wants to talk.
Let's get a yapper.
Yeah,
let's get somebody to step up.
I'll get somebody to step up, and we'll get Jake back too here and there. So we'll get we'll get some more yappers to yap a little bit. All right, Z-Man. Until we see you, you got it, pal. Keep those picks coming, and we'll see everybody next week.